I have a very emotional story to share with you, and I want you to pay attention because maybe you may also want to learn something from it. Now, a certain young man came to a particular university. Now, this young man had no relationship experience. He has never been in a relationship. He's just a newbie when it comes to relationship and all of that. So, when he came to this university, during his first year, he's a very intelligent young man. He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly what he wanted to do for himself and all of that. So, along the line, a certain young lady joined his department in the university. And then it happens that he was not really interested in this lady. But then at some point, a friend of his, that is a female, linked him up with this particular new classmate or classmate of his. Eventually, it resulted into a relationship. They began to date. Remember that this was someone who has never been in a relationship, so he had no relationship experience of any kind. Eventually, they started the relationship, and then they got involved sexually, and then the young lady, who seemed to be more experienced when it comes to sexual issues, sexual stuff, and even relationship stuff, she seemed more experienced than the guy. Now, along the line, as things are moving on well with them, along the line, it got to a point where the young lady conceived for the guy. And then, being that he's a newbie, he doesn't know anything about pregnancy, the young lady actually informed him about the pregnancy, but did not actually, before he could get himself together, the young lady has gone behind to remove the pregnancy. So she did everything without informing the guy. The guy was actually still thinking about what to do. At some point, he was already planning on informing the parents. Now, the young lady has gone behind and they got the pregnancy terminated. And this is the first time it happened. Now, as things were moving on, the young man was at some point angry and wanted to even end the relationship because of the fact that the young lady went behind him, terminated the pregnancy without letting him know. So, along the line, they reconciled. Things got together. Things got better between both of them. They got back together, restarted the relationship again. Along the line, the young lady took in again. This is the second time. She took in again and then removed it. Took in the third time for this young man, removed it for the third time. Now, along the line, now they were now approaching their graduation. Eventually, they graduated, and due to distance, things began to change between both of them. One is in Lagos, one is in the other state, and so they were left with the chance of seeing each other just once in a year. So usually the young lady comes back from Lagos to where the young man is, and then they see and all of that. So it got to a point where distance began to be a barrier between both of them. So things began to change. Eventually, they separated, unfortunately. Now, but they were friends. The things didn't end so badly between both of them. So they were friends. They were still communicating, but you could see that there is something different between these two. They couldn't just find that particular light or that touch or whatever that the bond was between both of them. They couldn't find it again to keep them together, so they had to go their separate ways. So, but even at that, they were still friends. So it happened that this young lady got into another relationship with another person over there where she was or where she is. So it happened that the person she got in a relationship with is someone who is interested in getting married to her. And then at some point, the young man said, okay, I want to marry you, but before I marry you, I want to get you pregnant. You know, some of these things are some of the things that happen. Actually, it happens mostly in the Southeast. But this young lady is not from the Southeast. So it happened that she met someone who is also from the Southeast, a man from the Southeast. And then the man said, before I will do anything with you, the money and everything to do the wedding, traditional wedding, everything is set. But before I do that, I want to get you pregnant. I want to ascertain that you can actually conceive. Now, this young man doesn't know anything about her past. She didn't tell her about the numerous abortions that she did. Actually, let me return back a bit. When she left that initial boyfriend of hers, she got into several relationships actually before meeting this particular man that wants to marry her. And unfortunately, with those persons that she met in the past, she also took in and terminated the pregnancy. So when this young man now concluded that he wants to marry her, but insisted that he will have to get her pregnant before they can move on with every other preparation pertaining to the wedding and other things. They tried, and unfortunately, they were discovered that she cannot conceive. She has a problem with her womb because of the numerous abortions she did. Now, the young man that she dated, that young man that she dated at the first time in the university, she informed him. This young man became sober. He became, he said, he made it as if he was guilty. He felt so bad and all of that. Now, the reason why I'm bringing out this story is this. I want to get your opinion about this story. Now, would you blame the young man or the woman for this predicament? Remember that the first abortion she did, she never informed the young man. Though the second one she did, I think the young man was aware. The third one she did also, I think the young man was also aware. But a couple of other ones she did when she left the young man before eventually getting down with the person that concluded that he wants to marry her. And then it was discovered that she couldn't conceive. Now, who are you going to blame in this story? Are you going to blame the first guy in the university? Are you going to blame the young lady for that kind of lifestyle? Who are you going to blame in this story? I want your candid response. Don't attach sentiment. Don't come to my comment section and say that you're a woman or you're a man or thereabout. Give me your candid opinion about who to blame in this story. And then it is also an eye-opener for some of you women. You are very quick to do some certain things when you take in. I am not here to tell you what to do or what not to do, but there are repercussions. There are repercussions, and these things sometimes it may not be cured, because what that lady is facing is something that cannot be cured. The only option she's left with right now is surrogacy and other things that she can add, other external things that she can do to have children. She cannot conceive, and that can never be reversed. This is the story you have to learn a lesson from. So what do you think about this story? Who are you going to blame, the lady or the guy? Let me know in the comment section.